We're joined here by UT Tyler coach and student athletes. Coach, we're just going to start with an opening statement after today's win, and then we'll just open it up to questions.
Yeah, just won a game. So much respect, having played Western Washington last year in the finals. So much respect for them and their program. We knew when we got that draw, and they were going to have a lot of their lineup back, that we knew it was going to be a tough game for us. I thought the first inning we drew a couple walks, had some good at bats, and B has a good swing on it, and it feels good when you get 3-0 in a setting like this, and then got behind a little bit. I thought we pitched behind a little bit there for a minute, but I thought we stayed calm with it. We were able to get some leadoff runners on, move some people over, and just kind of stay calm, not let the game get away from us. We weren't chasing the runs, we still had the ability there to play for one run and keep closing the gap back. So I thought that was going to be really important, some execution. And then I thought had a couple big at bats, BKs, double off the top of the wall. I thought was critical. And then be able to move up and we talked to the runner at third about what we're going to go and not go on, and everybody has a role. So she came in and was running for BK and got a read on it, bang bang. We thought we got in, and being able to get in that run was critical. I thought we just stayed mature. It wasn't a clean game or a perfect game, but I thought we just stayed mature with it. I thought Prim really settled in. That's what I told her a while ago. I thought that her settling in. We had a talk there after one of the innings and just challenged her to be great, dominate, and carry her body language like she wanted to dominate. And I thought she got better and better as the game went on. I think that's really the key, that maturity for her to step up in the circle and hold some big zeros. Have to go back through their lineup again.
Coach, you talked about kind of leaning on some of the senior leadership. You got a pair of seniors up there with you. They've been in these situations before where it's these kind of close back and forth games, maybe trailing by 1 or 2 and things like that. How much did you lean on that leadership today as well, just to kind of pull off that comeback win?
Yeah, I mean, we've leaned on the leadership the whole year. I mean, I tell them at the beginning of the fall, I can be the motor that makes everything go. When you get this time of year, they're the motor. We're just trying to drive it. And so everything we do is because of them. And having been in the fight, the super regional fight, we got down, and some things we took away from that. And I thought, not that you want to lose a game in the super regional, but I thought just some of the lessons that we learned, I thought we were able to flip that, hold it there. I thought, again, just stepping up in the circle. So all those battles, all those things you go through, all the experience that these seniors have, you lean on this time of year for sure.
Abby, we'll go to you. Big swing there in the first inning. That's the first one in a while. You did say that after the game. That's your third one of the season, but you had that big swing, but then you also had the big hit there that kind of fell through the infield and managed to score that run for Grossman. Kind of talk about those two at-bats and kind of the moments in there.
Yes, sir. I think Coach Reed had us prepared for those moments, and I can't do anything without the people on base, so those 2 walks were really big, and just working on what we prepared for. We prepared for 2 really good pitchers, 3 really good pitchers on Western Washington side, and so just doing whatever Coach Reed has been preparing us all year for. And I think it's especially with Berlin on third on that one, I might not have hit it the best, but having her speed on third and just using everything we have, a big swing to a little deeper. So I think it was good just on both sides.
And Primrose, obviously, a little bit of a rocky start there as you come in, but then you shut the door, and as Coach Reed said, she challenged you to that. What does that mean for him to come to you and challenge you and things like that in such a big spot, and he's leaning on you to get the job done?
Yeah, I mean, having Coach Reed, knowing that he knows how I play, knowing what I'm capable of, and just trusting me to be in this, playing this role and coming as relief behind Sarah, I feel like that has helped me grow through this whole season. So just trusting him and knowing that I can rely on him to push me to be my best is the best thing.
I think her maturity difference to seniors, we challenged her and told her that carry herself like she's going to dominate. And after the inning, she comes back, and how the senior piece of that and the softball that these ladies have played is how they respond. She has a great inning, and she comes back to me. She doesn't dodge me at the end of the dugout. She comes back to me and say, "I needed that. Thanks for the push." And so I think that's that leadership and that grit and that greatness that when you get those kind of responses as a coach, you're very, very proud of.
Coach, back to work tomorrow. Obviously, don't know who you're playing just yet. That's going to be determined on the field here shortly. But kind of talk about the next few hours for the team, next few hours for you guys as coaches, and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're just critical missions first. They want to eat, so that's critical mission 1. And then we'll sit and watch no matter who we play. We'll start kind of putting a plan together try to let them rest, in these settings. The temptation to keep them out, do more. As a coach, you have to fight that. You have to make sure that they get some downtime. So we'll make sure that they do that. We'll have them playing by 9 o'clock tonight before we'll talk through. But I know they're excited for the opportunity no matter who we play, and we'll work hard to be ready to go tomorrow.
This question for both Abby and Prim. You guys are both transfers coming in this year. This is a program steeped in tradition, accomplished that top goal of winning the title last year. Talk about what your experience has been coming in, settling in, and producing in a big way as you're looking to repeat.
I'll start. I think the biggest thing is, like you said, tradition and culture on this team. You come in the fall and know you only have a year left, and having the seniors come back that we did, we took advantage of them and took advantage of their experience and how they build the culture. They're 3-4 years here, and I think that was really big. Just you have to buy in. I mean, it's a process, and you got to buy in, even if it's a year or 4. And for us, we know it was a year, and we had 1 year to accomplish our goals. And so I think we've really bought into the process.
Feeding off of Abby, just the culture and knowing that we're playing for a great program coming in. This will be our last year, so we're just making the most of it.
Absolutely. Abby, one more for you. Talk a little bit about when that play goes to replay, that play at the plate. As you're running down the first baseline, you don't see that play at the plate. What's going through your head? How long did it seem like that replay took?
A while. With talking to Coach K down at first, just obviously going through my bat and swings and everything like that. But at that point, not really worried about that. Worried about Berlin hustling into home and everything. And I'm asking Coach K what happened, if she was safe or if there was obstruction. And so I think just knowing that if Coach Reed's going to take it to replay, it's got to be pretty close. So I had trust in him that he had my back to get that one turned. So that was great.
The replay, I told them after the game, the moment something close, they're all looking at you with this conviction of go to the replay. The moment you challenge it, you look over and I didn't see it well, I'm not sure. I mean, the conviction lessens, but I thought it was, really close play, bang play, and such a big moment in the game. Credit, that's why you have replay in those moments to make sure you get the call right. So credit to everyone in the process.
Yeah? Any more? Great. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.